We have to totally get out of this idea of blaming. Yeah. Because we're very much, I think, a country and a culture that likes to point the finger and blame. And, you caused it, you did it, you're going to suffer. Okay? If there's a problem, finding somebody to blame means finding somebody that we can cause to suffer, thinking that when somebody else suffers, we're going to feel better afterwards. Okay? I think that whole way of looking at life doesn't work. Okay? Because it's not about finding one cause, because everything's interdependent and everybody contributes something. Okay? And it's not about finding the cause so that we can punish somebody. Now, how do we work with problems? How do we transform problems? Okay. I think it depends on how we look at a situation. Okay? First of all, how we define a problem. Because there could be some event going on with somebody else, and you can call it a problem, or you can call it an opportunity. And this is kind of the difference between whether we're looking at things in a worldly way or whether we're looking at them in a spiritual way. Okay? Because in a worldly way, we label a situation a problem when our needs and wants aren't getting met. Isn't that kind of the definition of a problem for you? When your needs and wants aren't getting met, when your expectations aren't getting met, when your plans aren't happening. Okay? So we have an idea of the situation, and what we're looking for is pleasure and happiness and getting our way and being right. Okay? That's kind of what our goal is. Yeah? Our goal in a situation is my happiness. When the goal of my happiness, and preferably my happiness now rather than later, okay, when that goal is frustrated, we call that a problem. Okay? So, yeah, and that's our usual worldly way of looking at things, isn't it? Okay? Now, if we're spiritual practitioners, the goal of any situation is not my pleasure. Think about that one for a while. Can you imagine living your life where the goal is not your own pleasure and not your own happiness? Does that seem like something that's possible? Hello out there. If we're trying to practice a spiritual path, our goal in a situation is not my happiness. Our goal is to learn. Okay? Our goal is to learn about ourselves. Our goal is to learn about others. Our goal is to, through this learning, be able to purify our own mind and develop our own good qualities. Our goal is, through this learning, to be able to contribute to the welfare of the world, to, help sentient other living beings along the path to enlightenment, to help them even in some, ordinary way now. So when we change that paradigm, when our goal in a situation is different, okay, then it becomes much more difficult to have problems. So in everything that we experience, everything that we do, there's always something to learn. If we approach life with that my purpose in this situation is to learn something that in the end of the day will be useful for myself and for others, then we're never going to have a problem, because in every situation we can learn. When our focus becomes on our own training and our own practice, then our focus stops being to make other people change and make other people different so that they stop causing our problems, because we realize at some level that we can't. Okay? The transformation of the problems starts here with this one.